Hi, it's me again with Corel Draw Tips and Tricks. This is really part 2. I sent the video to the person and he was appreciative, but he doesn't understand why Corel, when you're tracing it, is making double lines. So I took this bitmap, fuzzy bitmap, and turned it into vector artwork really easy. And it does make double lines, but it's really doing it for a reason. So I'm going to just select the item, go to Trace Bitmap, Outline Trace, Clip Art. Bam, it's already done. Hit OK, nudge it over, and you can see that is vector artwork basically already. But we are going to take that artwork and we're going to left click, right click, and go to Object and ungroup it. Now, there are double lines, but if they didn't have double lines, it wouldn't, like, there's an object. Well, this is an object. You know, this is another object that's inside of there. So sure, you could take this double line away, and I hope I nudged and didn't move. And let me back up here. So let me nudge that over. Let me set my nudge factor on something less. Let's go 1 inch. Let's nudge that over. Then we'll have to deal with it. And if we take this line away and nudge this back, we still have the same object. There is a double line there, but I don't know that there's a way not to do that. I still don't understand a vinyl cutting. So let's do this. Let's set our nudge factor on 1.5. Let me see if let me make sure that's enough. Yep. Okay. And let's use the Smart Fill tool to fill in. Let's say we don't know what colors these are. So we're going to get the Smart Fill tool, go to the eyedropper, get the eyedropper, and take that black and fill in that black. So everything that's black is an object. You could move that out of the way and left click, right click, and see, it's still got, it made a new set of lines. So I'm thinking vinyl cutting, that's kind of what you need, because you need to move that object out of the way and cut this out of black vinyl. And then this one would be, and you could also do this with the eyedropper tool, but we're going to use the Smart Fill. Get that one, fill it in. There's your new object. Let's see what else is that color. Earlier, when I did the other video, there was a leak there. Well, there's not a leak, it's a continuation of that line to make that. The other is a darker color. We're going to take a sample. Let me X that out and put it there, and there, and there. And basically, and then you can always take the eyedropper color and take a sample of that. Well, I'm not sure, maybe that's a different color entirely. So these are different pieces. Surely there's double lines, but I would think if, you need that piece and that piece and that piece cut out of, you could, left click, right click. There's the pieces you need out of white. There's what you need out of black. And here's what you need, I'm going to go down, out of a gray. So it is, granted, it is putting double line, but you're going to need that. And just to kind of prove the point, we can go and make that, let's see, that is kind of a darker gray. This is our lighter color, and this is our black. If we nudge all 3 of those back, we get our drawing. And then to make it, well, it looks pretty good with, I would straighten up the lines. He asked me what he was doing wrong. I don't know that you're doing anything wrong. You could straighten up your lines a little bit. You know, let me back up here and select them all and left click, right click. But you're going to have, you know, this isn't a double line anymore than it was earlier in the day. It is. Because it's, well, see, that doesn't need to be a double line. You know, with that double line selected, we could, well, we're going to select them all doing that. It's really not a double line. It's separating the two colors, well, which is making a double line. I used to have a program and I've lost it and haven't gotten it back yet, called eCuts, that will remove double lines. But this is just, you know, a little bit of cleaning up, and maybe he'll tell me if I'm wrong. You know, that's definitely a double line. But it's kind of hard to call it a double line when that needs to, well, it doesn't need to be there, does it? Well, it does need to be there because it's separating those two colors. You know, it's separating that color from this color. So it's basically, I made a new object to make that color. I don't think there's, you know, that's a line that has to be there, and it has to be there to separate that one. So I'm a little bit confused as he is. But if I understand vinyl cutting, which evidently I don't, you know, you need to separate the pieces and cut them out of different vinyl colors. I don't know. Maybe he'll let us know. But that's how you can clean it up and make it from a fuzzy, artwork to a vector artwork. You know, we back up quite a bit and get it back to our original. I mean, look at the difference. Now, granted, you know, most people don't cut stuff like this out. And if I was to cut this out in wood, I would cut these pieces out of wood and then, you know, cut out of, I'm going to make it different. I'm going to cut it out of that colored wood. Then I'm going to take the black and cut out of, you know, that color wood. Let's make it a little darker. And then, you know, move that over, and that's what it's going to look like. And then cut this out of a really dark wood, and that's what it's going to look like in wood. So you've got to have those double lines. And maybe I'm misunderstanding the question, but hope that helped a little bit, and thank you for watching.